Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tainted ZGS here today, and I'm on the Runescape forums doing another Runescape video. Sorry about not having a video out yesterday. I think I mentioned in my schedule sometimes not having a video out, and it was mainly because Friday is mainly the day I have company over. And I had company over yesterday, so yay. I meant to say yeah there, but yeah. Um, company over and was too busy before 5 and after 5. I was pretty much getting ready to have company over, and then they showed up, and then they left around 10 p.m. And I'm like, it's a bit late now, so, yeah, I think in my schedule video, though, I mentioned having one video out Friday or not having any. I think it was a one, maybe. It may have been a one or more. I'm starting to not remember too much. But, anyways, guys. This is my RuneScape forum over Legacy Mode. If you guys have not read it already, it's up there, and you guys can see when this was made. This was made probably, I think, a week after the announcement of Legacy Mode, and I got caught up on all the subjects and stuff. Um, so, anyways, I'm gonna scroll down here so you guys can read more. Yeah. I have basically made comments about my thoughts on Legacy Mode probably like during the summer after EOC was introduced. I came up with this idea, and I had talked to like 3 of my friends about it. I was about to say his name, but I'm not gonna do that on YouTube. Um, I've talked I had talked with 3 of my friends about it, and I just couldn't get it too far detailed into the subject. Plus, I was sort of dealing with some life matters. I'm really not going to say anything else because I know the comment hate would just be humongous, and I would get so much comment hate on it, on the subject I'm talking about, and be like, I'm lying, and no, I'm not. But anyways, I was dealing with life matters, and I really didn't have time for all that. I didn't have time to brainstorm 24/7. I probably brainstormed like 10 hours a day, though. I brainstormed a lot though, so yeah. When I saw Legacy Mode came out, I was pretty prepared for this. I still had all them thoughts in my head, and I had actually had a notepad thing where I wrote all my thoughts down, but it just, never actually turned out to be a real thing. So, anyways, let's see here. Gonna just go down to 1. Okay, so 1, first of all, in the video, there went my phone. Not gonna look at it. Not gonna look at my phone. Just gonna flip it over because my phone bothers me a lot. Especially during a video. I don't know why it's going off during a video. Anyways, number 1 of my problems / questions is about Legacy Mode worlds, or rather Legacy worlds being full PvP, not PvP. They said Legacy worlds would be combined EOC and pre-EOC, or rather I should be saying RS3 combat and then pre-EOC, which is mainly RS2. They said that would be those combats, but the problem that I have with this is that there won't be too many Legacy worlds, and the fact of the matter being, uh, this is a very weird subject to think about. I don't even understand it, but, I understood it when I made the thing, I think. Anyways, I don't want to hurt myself, so you guys read number 1, and you can try to figure it out yourself and hopefully understand me, because I'm not going to go back through that again, because that thing killed me. The main thing about it is the combat. You don't want just these 2 or 3 worlds to kill revenants on with your favorite combat. You want to be able to kill revenants with your favorite combat style with all 200 of these worlds. You don't want just these 3 worlds to go revenant killing or whatever. I mean, also things like just PKing people at revs. You want to be able to use your good combat style that you like, that you know how to play. You don't want to just do it on these three worlds. You want to have it everywhere, if that makes sense. I'm not really sure if that did make sense or not, but I'm not too worried about it because I and I actually won't be Revenant killing anymore for maybe a year or so, because I will have a solid bit of money, I think around 800 mil when Legacy hits, somewhere in that area from my calculations. So what my plans are, if you guys haven't watched any of my other videos, because I know I talk about it a lot, I'm supposed to have a clan, and we will all be Legacy mode rushing, and we'll just be utterly destroying people. So hopefully you guys read number one. If you haven't, oh well, that sucks. Um, I would like to know how the beta server of the new combat at the time this was posted would affect the legacy mode production and the rate that it came out at, because it's already coming out late June, early July, early June, somewhere in there. Maybe early August if it's very late. But they did confirm that it would most likely be this summer. Yeah. And I do not want it stalled any longer because just waiting until summer is killing me. But it's giving me enough time to make a solid bit of money from long-term merching. So also the balancing of PvP will also be prolonged. Not the JMods, mainly the video producers and ModMark and ModPips. I wanted to see some videos of the freaking, and I can't talk again. I want to see some videos of how far they had gotten with production of Legacy Mode at their studios. You know, if they made some videos of that, or just made some videos of how, or of where they are as far as completing it, that would be nice. But I can understand if they're not going to do that because they could just surprise us with the beta server, or say within a week the beta server will be out or something like that. So yeah, I can somewhat understand that, but yeah, I know I sort of stuttered there too. Also, I have a slight problem with facing player versus monsters. Excuse me, that was food, like always. Where was I? I have a problem with monsters facing both the new combat and the pre-EOC combat. I find that being very weird to calculate, and the calculations and the HP bar would just be really weird. Although if we can all fit these things into one HP system slash one hit system, it would go so much better. So I can understand that. And 5, this is like my most hated thing. And well, there went my computer. Going on. There we go. Hey, we're back. Okay, so my frames per second, or my frames and my graphics card, I think may have just like completely broke. So yeah, it's been doing that a lot recently. Ever since I run my video recorder software and another system at the same time, or another something at the same time, another program, it freaking crashes my frames. My frames drop to like 3 or 4. It's horrible. And sometimes my TV just turns off. So anyways, number 5. I have a humongous complete problem with number 5. Because wilderness logging out of combat, that's something. But if you're going to log out in the wilderness and then change your combat, that should not be allowed. That needs to be, like, no. That needs to be out of subject. I want them to understand that. Now that is just a complete problem, and that is maybe just a tip for that. That should just not be allowed because that can be completely OP. And also, well, I can understand allowing it, but it should just not be allowed. It's like, no. Nah, that should not be allowed. Anyways, number 6, combining or having separate worlds for the new and old combat. Or oh right, so I was talking about them combining pre-OC and new combat worlds. Uh, and I said if they were gonna do this, then hopefully we can bring back old PvP worlds where everything is PvP. This would make the combat systems, and this would make these worlds more purposeful because they are bringing back the old combat so that we actually do have combat. So if they do bring back the old combat, this gives us a reason to play with the old combat more. There will be a full PvP world, and it will completely be old combat or old combat and new combat, and this will make it full PvP. This will make PvP more vital. I'm not really sure what the word would be used there for. What the word there would be used for. I'm not really too sure what to say about that. But hopefully you guys read it and you guys understand it more than I'm making sense, because I may be confusing you guys because I haven't touched this forum in a while. In fact, I'm surprised it's still there, and when I saw it was still there, I'm like, hey, I'll make a video on it. Number 7, that's just my problem itself, because I would like to make YouTube videos for the beta server for you guys and update you guys who can't get into the beta server yet because either 1, you didn't sign up for the petition, or 2, you're not a member or something like that. And yeah, I would like to make videos for you guys about that, and also for people who just are scared of trying it or want to spend time on Legacy Mode itself, you guys can just watch me, and I'll update you guys on everything about it. And yeah. Number 8, that was mainly another one of my problems. I just wanted an easier place to post this than suggestions and tips or something. Or new updates. I'm not sure which one this is on. So, number 9, seeing as how you... Oh, right. So, in EOC, there are about 20 types of freaking stuns. Now, I'm probably exaggerating here. There's probably like 5 or 6 stuns more realistically, maybe 8, maybe 10 at the most. But if you look at old combat, pretty much the only sorts of stuns that you see are ice barrages and some sort of, there's like 1 melee weapon that stuns, I think, maybe 2, I'm not very sure at all. And for EOC, there is a way to break out of stuns. So if you are old combat versus new combat, whereas new combat has millions of stuns, and you're the old combat, you don't have hardly any stuns. You don't have a way out, and there's nothing you can do about it, I mean, they could make the breakout of stun ability for old combat. I guess they could do that. I'm not very sure, but I wouldn't like that because it's still pressing buttons, and I don't want to press buttons. So, yeah, hopefully they can figure that out, and that's all that I'm going to show you guys, because showing you guys any other stuff is beyond my matter. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys can give me some support on this forum. It's called Legacy Mode Talk, if you guys can't see that up there. There's only 2 pages. I'll probably be updating the thing tonight, or bumping it. Anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe post your ideas or comments down below in the comment section, or also come to my forums, or come to this forum and post some stuff here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.